E-scooters have only been in Indianapolis for 2 years now, and they have been getting quite popular. But are they the safest mode of transportation? Warrior TV heads downtown to find out.
I don't have very good thoughts on e-scooters. Back a couple of years ago, well, I think it was like a year and a half ago, I rode a scooter for my first time downtown, and at that point in time, we could still ride them on the sidewalks instead of the road. And I hit something in the sidewalk and crashed the scooter. So that resulted in a concussion and a sprained wrist and a very high hospital bill. So I'm not very pro scooter.
So I like them personally. I live downtown. I don't really use them until like the weekend when I'm going out or like for dinner. So it's a nice little short commute and cheaper than an Uber, so it's nice.
I think they're a lot of fun. They go really fast. They help you get places, when you don't have a car or when you don't want to use your car. People aren't always the safest with them. They don't use them responsibly, and they're still a lot of fun.
I think the scooters is a great tool for people to get around.
E-scooters are not allowed around the canals because of the many times people have thrown them in.
We have removed over 84 scooters from the canal just in the 2019 summer season. I guess in very specific terms with the canal, because it is a complete sidewalk, the scooters are not technically by law supposed to be on the sidewalk, but due to the fact that we have the Pacer bike share and some other open ridership along the canal, it's kind of seen as just being careful and maybe more respectful of the people that are there, not zooming past them. We have worked with the scooter companies Bird and Lime that currently hold contracts with the city of Indianapolis to outline that space on the apps, the scooter apps, in red as a no-ride zone, or as Bird refers to it as a no-fly zone. So we've worked with them on that, but people can still take a scooter down to the canal, if that makes sense. Currently at this time, we don't have a great way of telling who is the one who threw the scooter into the canal. We've worked with the companies like Bird and Lime, and if they go back to the person who rode the last time, it could potentially be them, but it also could be a potential bystander that just picked it up and threw it into the canal, like off the bridge. So it's not a really great way of, there's no super solid great way for us to tell like who potentially did it. Therefore, there's no way for us to, have any negative effect after that moment. So our grounds team have removed all 84 of those scooters over the last summer, and I guess that negative impact is just the fact that they have less time to take care of other things at the canal, like removing graffiti or, cleaning the sidewalks and things like that. You had rapper Lil Xan, and, he threw a scooter into the canal. He rode the scooter into the canal, and I think there for a hot minute, a lot of younger individuals were sort of replicating that scenario. I think as the season has gone on, we've seen less, but it's still prevalent. We also find other things thrown in the canal, like light poles and trash cans. So I think it's just, late at night, people kind of do whatever they want.
Get the bird.
I have not, but I do know that it's now banned because people put them in the canal.
Yeah.
How many are there?
84.
Okay, thanks.
No, I'd be interested in knowing.
84.
84. I figured it'd be more than that.
I definitely feel safety is important. Obviously, I didn't have on a helmet or any safety gear, and I feel that most people downtown do not. They obviously do tell you the safety regulations and things like that on the app, but it's not taken very seriously. And I don't feel that the roads or sidewalks are paved good enough for the scooters to be safe?
I think personally, if people are riding without a helmet, they have read all of the terms and conditions and understand what they're walking into. Sometimes riding on the sidewalk feels safer, even though it's not safe for the people on the sidewalk, which I just think will come, part of that culture, the scooter culture, will come with time, I think is kind of where I'm at with it.
I would have to say the rider's fault, just because they do make you sign waivers and things like that, and they tell you the safety regulations, so it's kind of up to you at that point. Like I said, I just don't feel that the roads or the sidewalks are prepared enough for a smooth scooter ride.
Yeah, so back to that probably would be the riders, since they have to supply their own safety helmets and whatnot, and then also just being safe with them.
Well, there's kind of two things going on there. So the company clearly sets out rules for its users, and the users clearly don't follow the rules. So who's supposed to be accountable? The company is trying to make it as if the users are accountable, that they should be following the rules given to them, but there is no one holding the users accountable. The companies are typically in Silicon Valley, away off in California, while we're here in Indianapolis riding the scooters. So the company has no hold on keeping its users accountable, and that leaves it to local government. And at least here in Indianapolis, that's caused a lot of debate.
I did not. I didn't feel that I would go very far just because they do make you sign the waivers and things like that. So I did not even think about suing the company.